For a proper self-breast examination to be done, there are two steps involved. One, which is inspection, and the second, palpitation. Now, what does inspection mean? Looking at your breast in front of the mirror to see if there are any skin changes on your breast. The second, palpitation, is feeling for breast lump, just palpating your breast tissues, feeling your breast tissue for any lump or any skin change on your breast. Now, how frequent should self-breast examination be done? For ladies in their reproductive age, that is for women who are still seeing their period, we advise that 7 days after their period in every month, self-breast examination should be done. So assuming you start to see your period the 1st of January and then it lasts up to 5th, 5 days or 7 days actually after 5th, that is when you should do a self-breast examination. Now, for women who have attained menopause, when should a self-breast examination be done? It should be done now. These women need to pick a day in every month where they will do a self-breast examination. So, assuming I've attained menopause, I can say, oh, the 13th of every month, I'm going to do a self-breast examination. Now, into the steps of self-breast examination. The inspection. How do I inspect my breast? So when you've taken off your clothes and then your natural form. So our lady here has taken off her clothes. So what's the next step? It is advised that she stand in front of the mirror and then look. Just look around if there are any changes, if there's a wound on your breast, if your nipple is gone inside, or it's bleeding, or it's discharging pus from it, or if there's something we call pudorage. If you look at the orange, it has a dippling effect on it. So if you look at your breast and you're seeing those dippling signs, that may be a sign that you have breast cancer. So you need to look at your breast for any of these changes. Now, when you're done looking, assuming you're standing straight, the next step is that you raise your hand behind your head and also look. So assuming this lady's hand is behind her head, it helps tenses the breast. Look at areas that you're not going to see naturally when the breast is at its resting stage. So after this, the next step is that you stand at akimbo. So you stand at akimbo with your hands on your waist, and also you look for any changes. Now, after that is done, you need to raise your hand. Now, looking at one hand, and then you look at your armpit for any change around that area. You do the same thing for your right arm. Look at the armpit around that area for any change. Now that you are done with the inspection, the next step is to feel the breast for any lump. Now, I've had ladies say, oh, I do my self-breast examination when I'm in the bedroom. That is not so right, because to do a proper self-breast examination, you need to lie on your back. So, let's say this lady is lying on her bed. We call that a supine position, where you're facing up. Now that you are lying on your bed, what's the next step? You need to raise, assuming I'm going to check for my left breast, your left hand behind your head. This will help tense the muscle. And while you are lying down, it will help the breast tissue to relax, because naturally when you're standing and then you palpate your breast, it's like there's something there, but that's not breast milk, because those are the lobes and the ducts in your breast. So now when you lie down, this helps them to relax, the whole breast tissue to relax. So now this lady is lying down and then she wants to check her left breast. So her left hand is behind her head. And then, what do you need to do for self-breast examination? It is advised that you use the 3 of your fingers and then you use this paw count to check. Now, how do you check? You go in circular motions, either clockwise or anti-clockwise. And then you use 3 pressure points. You can use a firm, a medium, or a light pressure to check for breast cancer. So now, my hand behind my head, and then I start from here, go in circular motion with the 3 pressure points, the light, the medium, and the firm. Now, I come here to do the same thing. Here, do the same thing in circular motion, going in circular motion. So you continue in that way, not as fast as I'm going, but you continue, and then when you get to your nipple, you press firm, check around if there's a lump on the nipple itself. Then after that, remember I said that the nipple could actually be discharging. So you try to express, go above and below and then press to see if there's anything coming out. Now, when you've done that, remember your hand is behind your head. Now you need to check your armpits because there could be swellings in your armpit too. So you bring down your arm when you're checking for your armpits. You bring down your arm. So my arm is down, and then 3 fingers go in circular motion, and then you check. So this lady's arm is down, circular motion. She checks around, and then up. It is also advised that when you've done this, with light pressure, you check around your clavicle here, light pressure, just check around. And that is the proper way to do a self-breast examination. So what you've done on the left, you can also do on the right. I hope I have taught you the proper way to do a self-breast examination.